I've admired games like this from afar, but the truth is that I haven't played many of them. I'm somewhat sure that the PR rep that was discussing this game on Twitter compared it to the Ace Attorney series of games. I'm familiar with that series and I like what I've seen of it, so I wanted to give this a try. A game that's about debating philosophy may sound like an absolute bore, but that wasn't the case for me, someone that enjoyed their philosophy classes in college. I want to say that going into this demo expecting it to be exactly like debating philosophy would be asking too much of it, but part of me still expected that. Being that it's a demo, it didn't take too long to get into the actual gameplay, but I enjoyed the banter that was included before, during, and after the debate. A specific example that comes to mind was when Niccolo Machiavelli was referred to as Darth Linguine. I thought it was a good idea to include a companion/friend because it made for more interesting dialogue/situations. It's possible to deliver that with just two or even one character, but having different personality types interact with each other makes that easier to accomplish. Getting into the gameplay itself, I thought that the health/credibility bar was interesting. It left me wondering what would happen if it were to hit 0. Chances are that would mean game over, but I was tempted to see if that would lead to a different situation playing out, maybe like automatically submitting to the person you were debating and accepting their point of view. Since I didn't experience that, this is me just speculating, but I take it as a good showing of interest for the full version of the game. In continuing to discuss the gameplay, I felt that playing it was too much like match up the shapes. It wasn't as open-ended as I thought it would be. It could be that I expected too much out of it, but when a game bench is challenging someone's ideas, it's hard not to envision more involved gameplay. What I mean is that while the statements were being made by the person I was debating, Niccolo Machiavelli, I already knew how I would personally respond. It would have been cool had I been able to respond in whichever way I wanted as long as it was relevant to the topic being debated, but chances are that would be too complex. I could see a system like that eventually being implemented thanks to the use of AI/LLMs. For a while I've had the idea that I should review games for what they are rather than what I wanted them to be. I still think that's the right mindset to have, but once again, it's because I feel that the game sets expectations too high for what it ends up delivering. I may be wrong for feeling this way, seeing as how this is just a demo, but at the end of the day, it's still an idea of what's to come once it's fully released. Despite feeling how I do, there were other aspects of the demo that I enjoyed. I liked how there were levels to the debating. When I asked for a statement to be clarified or forced my opponent to be more specific with their argument, it updated their original claim. It also helped that there were multiple different claims/statements to work with, so that helped add depth to the experience. Though I do enjoy philosophy and listening in on some debates, chances are that this game will most likely not live up to the expectations of people that are actually experienced when it comes to debating philosophy. Still, I can see some being genuinely interested in this demo's subject matter and wanting to learn outside of the game. I have a good feeling that's one of the things that this game is/was set on accomplishing. From what I saw of Pro Philosopher 2, I'm not entirely convinced to give the full version a try. I felt that it was too bare bones of an experience to leave me fully interested in wanting more from what I experienced. It might be that I'm just more into flashier experiences, but I think it's a bit of both. I'm not too enthusiastic about Pro Philosopher 2. If you liked what you saw, you're welcome to give it a try, but if you're like me, chances are that you'd prefer to either play a more substantive kind of game that fits into this genre, or straight up just play a different game. Would you be willing to give dialogue-heavy games a try? When a game is about a subject matter that you're familiar with, do you expect it to deliver at a high level? If you enjoyed this content, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you very much for watching.